C.
Based on molecular and morphological features, many biologists agree that all of Earth's diverse life forms naturally fall into three large taxonomic groups called domains. These groups are the bacteria, the archaea, and the eukarya. The eukarya include all animals, plants, fungi, and protists. These organisms are eukaryotes, meaning they have membrane-enclosed nuclei within their cells. The bacteria and archaea are both considered prokaryotes because their cells lack true nuclei, meaning a membrane does not enclose their genetic material. Although the bacteria and the archaea are all prokaryotes, they have many features that distinguish themselves from each other. One important feature that distinguishes many bacteria from the archaea is the molecule peptidoglycan. Most bacteria have this molecule in their cell walls, whereas the archaea do not. By these features alone, it may appear that bacteria and archaea are more closely related to each other than either is to eukarya. However, this turns out not to be true. Recent evidence indicates that archaea and eukarya are more closely related to each other than either is to bacteria. According to the evidence, all three domains of life share a common ancestor that probably existed more than 3 billion years ago. Two lines of descent emerged from this ancestor. One line produced modern-day bacteria. The other gave rise to a common ancestor about 2 billion years ago of both the archaea and the eukarya. The evidence of the close relationship between the archaea and the eukarya came when scientists analyzed the nucleotide sequences of molecules called ribosomal RNA. All organisms tested from eukarya and archaea had a particular sequence in common, and none of those tested from bacteria had this sequence. As scientists gather more data, a new layer of complexity is beginning to emerge. The clean lines of descent among the domains are becoming less clear. It appears that, through a process called lateral gene transfer, organisms over the course of evolution repeatedly swap genes with each other. Usually, genetic information is passed from parent to offspring in a vertical transmission. However, in lateral gene transfer, an organism from one generation transfers DNA to another organism in the same generation. This lateral transfer can occur between two organisms of the same or different species. In this example, a cell from the domain bacteria has taken up a gene from an archaean cell. This archaean gene is now incorporated into the bacterial cell's own DNA and is passed vertically from parent to offspring when the cell divides. Lateral gene transfer appears to have happened many times in evolution, such that two very different species may